Ooh, that's handy.
Now, friend. Reading the communications book that I should barely have remembered.
Actually, what is the communications book? I'm gonna actually allow you guys to edit the communications book. Just be really careful with it.
Okay.
You
we
have a
You do
can
want
edit
to
copy,
like
do you?
keep a copy or something?
Yeah, I've got a copy now. So.
Okay.
Wait.
Clearly, I'm not going to be able to keep up with this multiple colored inks, though.
Aw.
I wouldn't mind knowing why the council would want
Edit.
us to retrieve you after we've already stolen your mask.
He kind of chuckles. The bastard sold it back.
Wait, which bastard sold it back?
I'm gonna pop this out. I'm gonna pop it out and do it.
The Zentharum.
Then Farum, it would seem, are not quite as above water as we would have believed. Well then,
The Zentarum. Wait, what
They're
ones are they?
History
they
check.
were detailed in the
read
book.
the history. Read the communications book.
Sorry, okay, hang
All right,
on.
fair, fair.
Yeah, they were detailed in the communications book about them actually managing to steal the White Dragon mask.
Oh.
And Shizuka, your knowledge of them involves they're basically a step around the Thieves Guild.
Okay. Not nice people. Cool.
Wait, so they sold it to who?
They sold it back to the Dragon Cult.
Mercenary motherfuckers. Okay.
Rolf, you might want to add that to our report.
I'm working on it. Working on it. Oop, oop.
So anyway, what brings you to the Serpent's crime?
Kind of gives a half-hearted chuckle and says, "You don't even know what's in there, do you?"
What, other than the Mummy Lord?
Detrius was one of the foremost experts on divination. That pool in there, one of his, can divine anything.
Well,
I was looking for my mask. I was a tad
re-
surprised when I found it was sold back. Now
and your
Talos has
people,
it.
and Talos.
What does this mask do?
It's a very important piece of our efforts to try to get the get Tiamat back up and into our world.
I don't want to go to back. Why does why would
Oh,
Talos
so
want
the
it from you?
mask, the horn. All right.
By the way, you notice that Baron notably cringes when Talos is mentioned.
He kind of chuckles again and says, "Had dealings with the witch."
I think the word you're searching for is bitch, but yes. I was thrown out of a window, shot, chased by bird creatures. Let alone
Alright,
all the
so-
fucking golems.
So, I've got a couple of questions for this asshole. What other artifacts are necessary?
Just the masks. Just the masks.
Masks plural, so there's more than one. Okay. How many are there?
He kind of chuckles and says, "Bright light you are."
Well, at least we fared better against the snake people than you and your team did.
We lost a lot to that one room. They would have been squashed under our might if we had actually had full rank and file.
Oh, bit stretched for numbers.
There's been spies.
Maybe the illustrious dragon cult isn't all that it claims to be.
It's that and more. Don't you think that we have any issues with what?
Bit low on recruits.
Our numbers grow by the day.
More like drop by the second.
Quality over quantity, asshole.
If he gets the job done.
But you have to ask the question, is it getting the job done?
Has been previously. Fortunately, in this event.
Oh, he's gonna use magic, isn't he?
Have I rested long enough to cast things yet?
Yeah.
Yay!
Presumably they would have waited for you to, be
Oh, sure,
arrested
okay.
before
We waited for you to
actually.
nap before we woke him up. So you're listening to this whole conversation, so.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I wasn't napping really, just Cooling-
The way it
cooling off
reads,
my
you can
magic
sort of do
guns.
anything. You can just like snip back and relax. You can read a book. You
yeah.
can actually even do like craft checks apparently.
Sip some
No.
wine.
So I walk over to Varen and just kind of like put his hand on my shoulder. And push him slightly off to the side. Like, listen, you. I suggest you start answering our questions without the snark, or I'm going to get a little creative and a nasty, brutal curved dagger just kind of sprouts from my hand and points its tip into his throat.
Mage, I see.
Yep, but more so than that. I suggested he be cooperative.
Also, how long does that last?
Let me see. I wrote it down.
The concentration spell.
So probably at least up
concentration
to
8 hours.
10 minutes. Oh, wow.
Wow.
Nice. Good job.
He got a actually. Wow. Damn. Okay.
Roll that wisdom save.
I
Roll that
did,
wisdom save.
Oh, he did it privately.
Oh,
but
you
of
did?
course.
Cool. Okay. Alright.
And the request was but simply cooperate. Not cooperate without snark.
No, I requested
Oh.
cooperate without snark.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
Like specifically cooperate with what Varen wants without snark.
Fair enough.
Alright, so I asked them the question again. I'm like, how many masks are there?
5.
Why am I not surprised? Alright, so we know they have one. And we know the horn's significant. Alright, so we just need to find out where these other 4 masks are before they get them.
Tends to be
Let me
the way
guess,
it
there's
goes.
one for each color, isn't there?
Yes, that's why he said that you guys weren't all that clever.
Okay, fair enough.
And let me guess, the horn will then call Tiamat back into the realms of the living.
The horn's irrelevant.
It was a wild fucking goose chase. Okay. Alright, so at least we know the masks are important. So, does any of your ilk know the location of any of the other masks?
With Severin.
Who?
Wait, what? Sorry.
He says with Severin.
With Severin. Severin. Do we know
With-
Severin?
Oh,
With.
the location of the other mask is with Severin. So
Okay.
in other words, they have all of them.
Well, they might not have them, they just know where they are.
What about the horn?
So
Does he...
if we can...
Fair enough.
And Severin's the guy who's with the mercenaries, right?
Hmm?
What's
No.
Zentarnum?
You actually have no
No?
idea who Severin is
Who
at the
Severin
moment.
is. Where is Severin?
Tucked away, quite safe.
Where?
Now, wouldn't that be an interesting thing to know?
Damn
He
it, he
doesn't
succeeded
know.
on that save.
He doesn't know.
Does he
Or
know
he
anything
does
about
know.
the horn?
Well, no. Horn's wild goose chase. Horn's the wild goose chase.
I mean, was it?
Horn's irrelevant. It's the masks that are important. Is what he just told us.
Oh.
Okay. All right. So we need to get this information back. Should we take him with us?
No, we can just like write in the book.
Okay.
And
I
then
suggest
see
we
what they
take him
want.
with us anyways, though, so the council can do their own interrogation.
Interrogate him. Yeah.
Plus, I
True,
think I'm pretty sure that's the
but also
mission.
there's
It's we're
also-
supposed to take.
They
bring
might
him
also
back.
be able to pick him up for us, and we just keep going on. We don't necessarily have
yeah.
to go back to town.
Ask him if they can send a group to
Bridgetown.
the Bridgetown. Yeah.
Oh, we're not gonna head back to Waterdeep?
We might be able
Well,
to
we're
get away
gonna
with not.
head back to Waterdeep, but we're going to meet an escort group at the bridge.
Oh, I was kind of suggesting that we might not have to go back to Waterdeep. We could probably just keep going on because it might
Yeah.
be like if you think about it, we have to go all the way back to Waterdeep and then all the way back, and that's a lot of time to be losing.
Gotcha, okay.
Well,
I'm just curious to see if we can get away with not.
wait, what? Hold on.
Because like, all right, if we can get our next orders now on the fly out in the field, then we can maybe move back progressively towards that rather than heading all the way back to Waterdeep. That's why I'm trying to get like our next
Yeah,
orders
it's
now and then decide where to go.
That's a fair point.
But I said all of that in character, right?
But
Sure.
of course.
Yeah.
I mean, we should
An escort team to
definitely
the bridge.
camp
Yeah,
here.
of course we meet them somewhere. We'll camp here for the
Yeah,
night.
let's
then we'll head
camp
back
here
to
for the night and wait for a response to the communications tome, and then
Yep.
we'll see where we need to go from there.
Yes.
And then we'll go to the Winchester and have a pint and wait for all of this to blow over.
All right. I'm gonna tie a something around his face so he can't see anything.
Stuff the
Because
sock in
I
his
don't know
mouth
if
first.
this asshole's a spellcaster.
It's not enough just to gag someone with a rope around their face. You gotta stuff a sock in their mouth and then put like the bite gag.
Yep.
Stop the tongue from moving and seal it in, so they can't push it out.
I'm sure it's a dirty sock.
Pinky. As
And I take some of the
I
ration.
look
I
look
take some of the
really
ration
like
jerky out of my,
confused at the paladin, and then just like smirk and nod.
I don't want to know what happened. I don't
That's
want
awesome.
anyone to mention it,
That's
and bring it up.
His legs are tied up, aren't they?
Yeah.
All of him tied up.
All of him tied up.
Let's suspend him from a tree.
No, that's not necessary. Come on, we're not barbarians. Come on.
No, but I don't have to deal with him running off. Like
Well,
You
no.
know,
But at
crawling
least let's
away
keep him
while-
healthy. So I'm gonna.
fuck
I'm gonna
him.
take
He's a
some of
dragon cultist. No, screw it.
Look,
Suspend-
he's
I
completely
suspend him from a
tied up.
tree.
Stake the ropes around his ankles into the ground and call it
No,
good.
screw it. I'm suspending him from a tree. Gilded, what do I have to roll?
No, don't do
Um,
that.
Rope.
Baron, seriously.
Oh,
Don't
Rope
do
and
that.
tap.
Why not? No. This is bullshit. He's a fucking dragon cultist asshole. He's the reason why he's trying to bring back the god of chaos and death. No, he doesn't get to be comfortable.
Well, you can hang him. You can hang him from a tree. Just don't do it upside down.
Wait, how did you
Yeah.
think I was gonna do it?
Then you have medical issues if
Oh,
you hang
God,
upside down
crazy.
for too long.
No,
Yeah.
like he'll be hanging vertical, just from a tree.
I mean, technically upside down is still vertical, Kyler. It's just.
Yeah.
Hang him cocoon style from a tree. I totally understand. Just leave his face open, but like blind him, or like put something around his eyes so he can't see.
I'm not gonna do it so
Blindfold,
that he'll
gag.
die. That's not the
Blindfold.
point of it.
Well, don't gag him. I at least want to feed him.
He can breathe through his nose. Fuck. And look at him. Fuck's his fat. He's
no,
plenty healthy.
no.
He can last a couple of days.
Milo, as a spellcaster, gag him.
I'm just. Can I at least like give him some of the rations?
No,
What?
he's not people to you anymore. He's a dragon cultist.
Hey. They they thought I wasn't people for a long time. So seriously,
Don't
come
give me
on.
that racial bullshit. I've
Is
spent